We have the amazing founders, Ben and Gary, today, and they have an incredible guest who they will introduce. But I'll leave you all to it. And like I said, questions at the end, and I'll come and support you with that. So please join me in giving these guys a very warm welcome.
Thank you very much. We never get introduced, so it's really nice to have that. So thank you. Yeah, it's not the first live podcast. It's the first podcast with an audience, isn't it? Because Gary just said then we do it live every week and we film it. So if you've not subscribed to the RUNcensored podcast, please make sure you do. Just a quick show of hands. Do we have any listeners in? I know there's 5 altogether. Oh, actually, more. I was thinking we had 5 altogether. My mum's not here, so that's our numbers are up. That's great. So I'm going to dive straight in. I'm just going to introduce it because I will forget. So welcome to the live RUNcensored podcast with an audience, with me, Ben Mounsey, the one and only Gary House, and special guest today. Big round of applause for Betty Bergstrand. Now, before we jump into the questions with Betty and put her on the hot seat, and I'll introduce her properly in a moment, we do start with a bit of chit-chat. Gary, I think this is your first time at Love Trails.
No, I've been here about 4 times.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Me and Gary are like best mates.
Why we don't script things.
I think Gary's been avoiding me every time he's been then, because I've been a few times as well. And Betty, you're no stranger to Love Trails either.
No, it came 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we were there together.
Yeah.
You remember then, don't you?
Yeah.
I think Gary was running around avoiding me, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. But what are your thoughts?
Gets the VIP camping, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah. And actually, a big thanks to the North Face for looking after us. I have on my wrist a luxury shower pass. I think that means that when I go for a shower, Rich Trails is going to be in the showers with a bottle of Man Cave, scrubbing me down. So is Rich in today? Thanks, Rich. I'm looking forward to that. Excellent, right. So that's a little treat I can look forward to. I did try and get on this morning, but there was a massive queue of men outside, so I just came away. I'll save it for later. But I've got that to look forward to.
Discount code in there. There's no showers.
What's your discount code, Rich? Rich Trails 10% off Man Cave. I got it in for you, mate. They'll love you for it. But I know you've been here 4 times then. What's changed, Gary? Love Trails.
Yeah, I came on the first year, I think, and I did a little talk down right in the bottom of the field for about half an hour, and then spent the rest of the weekend with the Salomon team having fun. So not a lot changed really in that respect. So I like the fact that now, the first time I came, it felt like everyone would go off for a run, and then the middle would be a bit empty, whereas now it seems like it's packed all through the day. So it's good to see.
Betty, were you here last year? Did you come back?
No.
So what's changed for you? Because I feel like it's bigger, better, more people.
I think it has, well, to be fair, I did arrive literally 10 minutes ago and ran straight through the car park, so I've not really seen much of it right now.
Where's your wristband, Betty?
I haven't got it yet. I am meant to be here.
Ejected.
But yeah, it does seem busier, and even just I've been tracking on Instagram just because I just wanted to see what was going on. It just seems like there's a lot more going on. I don't know whether that was because last time I maybe wasn't really looking. I don't know. I just kind of, again, turned up. But it does seem like a lot more events, and then also because I'm actually doing something this time with like this podcast, feels like there's more going on basically. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
No
and it seems like the perfect moment now for you to introduce yourself. This is what we do on RUNcensored. The guests introduce themselves because I go off on all sorts of tangents, as you can probably imagine. So Betty, just tell us a bit about yourself for the people that have not met you before. Don't be shy.
So I'm Betty. I'm 23. I currently live up in Edinburgh I live up in Edinburgh. And then I've been fell running since I actually don't know how long, probably forever. But I was actually an Irish dancer before that, so that was my main sport for a while. And then kind of keeping it on the sport theme, I work in a running shop and have worked in running shops for the past 4 years now. Don't plan on really leaving because it's quite a nice job and they let you go running every weekend. And It's not really much else, really.
I think I'm just going to add to this as well, to say that Betty is an incredible trail runner. She's an international. She's proved herself on the international stage many, many times. I mean, last week, for example, you did Marathon de Mont Blanc, the half, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the 23K, although it wasn't 23K, it was 25K, so I was missold that. And it also, don't think it was more climbing as well than it said. But yeah, no, that was really good. Came sixth at that, so I was pretty happy, and it was a pretty stacked field, unfortunately. But no, it was really, really good fun. Enjoyed that.
It was an unbelievable field. I mean, we're going to come on to trail running in general and the state of trail running at the moment and the level of trail running at the moment. But let's just go back a little bit, because the last time we were here, it was the Golden Trail Series UK race, wasn't it? So it was it was a qualifier race as part of the series. You won that race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, I was really chuffed with that. I think that was at the time as well, that was my longest race by far. I can't think of why I would have wanted to run any longer. But yeah, no, that was a good, I was really happy with that. And I didn't expect it either. And it was a bit of all of a blur, I think. And all of a sudden we started, and then all of a sudden we were finished. And I was like, whoa, that was quite good. And then had a little sprint, kind of a sprint finish, but not really. Like, I thought I was in the clear, but I really wasn't. So Philly Williams was on my heels.
I did watch it. I mean, Philly Williams, if anybody knows Philly, she's also GB standard, and she was flying that year. But 2024 was the year of Betty, wasn't it? Like, that was a real breakthrough year for you.
Yeah.
You were winning all sorts of things. And actually, after that race, you went on to partake in a few other qualifiers, and you won the Golden Trail Series UK.
Yeah.
You won the series.
Yeah. No, that was a bit of, if I do kind of look back, that was probably my breakthrough year. And I do thank Salomon for that, because that was the year that I got asked to be on their kind of, it was like an under 24 randomly. I think under 23 is sort of like next generation sort of group that they wanted to develop, especially in the UK, because they have their national teams and then they have the international team. But their national teams, they wanted to develop a bit more with younger athletes, and I somehow got an opportunity to be on the team, so joined Salomon, and then that opened up the possibility of doing, it was KVK to start with, and then I'm forgetting now. I'm looking over at Chelsea. It was Trail Half Hannah over in Wales, Love Trails, and then Buttermere Skyline, and got the opportunity to run all of them, and they were absolutely incredible events. And
so the first race was a VK?
It was KVK.
KVK,
down in Cornwall.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Long way away.
Yes. So
this was long to get here. But
you travelled a bit to earn that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
But then you went on actually to the finals, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. That was an unbelievable event. Like, it was, I'd never been to anything like that, because I'm used to, the Golden Trail Series are very, very different to what I'm used to, or had been used to running in, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm a club runner. I run for my home club. I do the fell races. I do that sort of thing. So the Golden Trail is probably one of the furthest things from that. It is very, not necessarily commercial, but it was on Eurosport, and I was like, well, that's pretty big. And it was huge, but it was so cool, because we got to stay in like the athlete hotel with all the big, Elusine was there. It was all those sort of people. And I was a bit starstruck, to be honest. But it was just thrown into a race with that sort of pedigree. It was a pretty cool opportunity. I was really like that.
It's a serious level, that, isn't it? Yeah, really serious level.
Yeah.
Would you say like that's the highlight of your career so far? Being able to compete on that stage, or is there a particular race that stands out?
I'd probably say technically it should be the highlight, and like the race last week. But when I think about the highlights of my running career, I do think of more fun races, if that makes sense. Like, I think of like Isle of Man, Easter Running Festival, and all that sort of stuff. Like, to me, they're like true highlights. But in terms of performance, definitely those sort of things, because obviously that's what you work for and all that sort of stuff. But
we were chatting over there about some of the amazing places that you've travelled to.
Yeah.
The Golden Trails, did that open up more opportunities to travel, and touch on why you love travelling to race so much? Is it the actual racing, or for me, a lot of the time, it's actually the recce's or the build-up and going to look at courses outside of the races? Which part?
I think I actually kind of use the races, or I don't know if I should say that, but use the races as like almost excuse to travel, because like when else am I going to go to some like little Italian town with their like nonnas and stuff like that? I'm never really going to go there. And then last year as well, I got the opportunity to, I raced out I did the first Golden Trail race, which was like the World Series, which is out in Kobe in Japan. And then the following week, or the previous week, or following week, went to Malaysia to do a sky race there, and then also that year flew to Peru to race. And it was like, I did maybe rinse Kong a little bit for my weeks off. I was like, going to be gone for 6 months, is that okay? And they're like, yeah, it's okay.
So this is where you're working in the Lake District in the shop? Yeah,
I was working in Kong Running, big shout out, in Keswick, if anyone's ever been. Say I sent you. But yeah, no, they were very
I actually
good.
popped in while you were away on that trip, and I asked where you were, and they didn't know. They said you just didn't turn up for a shift, and then 6 months later you just came back. Yeah, it's pretty much like that, wasn't it? You've gone AWOL.
I did actually have to keep emailing and be like, oh, it might be a week later that I'm going to be back now. I was just kind of extending it a little bit more.
I think they were just following your journey on your Instagram, which, by the way, is a good follow. So get Betty on Instagram, because she's everywhere. She's the Judith Chalmers of trail running. Probably travels a bit more than me, would you say, Gary?
No, definitely not.
I don't think I do,
actually. Ben's trying to make out that he's found someone that travels more than him, but no.
There's no way. I do follow you.
The difference is Ben calls it work. Yeah, but he's not at work at all. Betty's actually a pro athlete.
It's amazing how good I can make the pictures look and the copy, you know. Try my luck there. I mean, is it a bit scary when you're travelling? Because you do a lot of travelling on your own as well, or sometimes in a group. I mean, for me, Betty, you're quite a fearless person. You're only 23. You've already achieved so much and done so much, but I love your like get up and go attitude. Like, you're always throwing yourself into new challenges, and that includes the travel. But like as a young woman, is it quite a scary thing to kind of travel around on your own a lot of the time?
I think I wouldn't necessarily say I'm scared, because if I was scared, I wouldn't do it. But it's more the fact that I'm just very aware. Like, which is not a good thing, but it's part and parcel of being a female traveller, especially on your own. You just are more aware. You kind of understand a bit more of the risk. And especially when, like last year when I went to Peru, I did go on my own. And there were people at the race that I knew, and the organisers and other races, like Lex was there. But kind of travelling there, and then the following couple of weeks afterwards, I was on my own. And obviously running out in the random place in Peru, you kind of are a little bit... There were times I was like, maybe I do need to rein it in a little bit, because it's fine being fearless until actually something probably might... I don't know, even just falling off a cliff or something.
With that in mind, is there any kind of safety aspect to your run? Are you thinking about like tracking it, telling people where you're going? Just curious. Like,
I should. I do know that I should be. I think because maybe people know my routine, especially if I'm on my own. I'm a get up in the morning, run straight away probably, and then go to a cafe. So I'm going to be doing one of those two things basically. So I will say, like, I'm setting off on a run. Probably, I do obviously recommend saying where you're going. It's a bit hard, though, when you are on the other side of the world, because it's all okay me being like, I'm going to go up to that peak, but it takes like 15 hours to fly there. So, but then, no, it's bad. But yeah, I think I just let people know where I'm going, to be honest. And then it should be all right, I hope. Yeah.
I know when I first started running in Europe, which was a while ago now, I've been running a long time, there were hardly any Brits like at these races. Like, there were the handful, maybe the odd person here and there. When you turn up now at a European race, whether it's Marathon de Mont Blanc, whether it's Tre Refugi, Trophy of Vernoni, some of the popular ones that seem to be with the Brits now, there's loads. Like Trophy of Vernoni last year, I think had 19 British and UK teams, didn't it? Do you feel like now what inspired you to first go out and race? But do you feel like there's a new generation coming through? Because you don't always travel alone. You've got your own little group, haven't you? Harry Bolton, Ben Holmes as well.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Matty Knowles, shout out.
Shout out.
Shout a few more out. Are they in the house?
They are in probably the car park.
Let's take the shout out back.
So first inspired me, my parents, to be honest. Like, they've brought me up to just absolutely love running. Like, there's actually nothing else I enjoy. Well, no, that's so dramatic. There's nothing else I enjoy doing as much. But like my dad was an ex-international mountain runner, like medaled at world champs 3 times. I could be wrong, sorry. I think it's 3 times. Silvers and bronze.
That's Robin Bergstrand, isn't it?
That's Robin Bergstrand.
Yeah, legend of the sport.
Legend.
Yeah,
and then, so he's been involved with fell running, obviously, since he was a junior up until senior. Actually, he's getting back into it as well, and he's getting fast.
Do I need to be worried?
Oh, no, genuinely. Like, we went out to Italy a couple of weeks ago, or like 3 weeks ago now. I did a 22K, he did a 10K, but we set off together. They turned off after 2 miles. He beat me to the top of the turn off, and he's also been doing like 18-minute park runs. He's 60, by the way.
Send me his race schedule. I'm going to avoid.
Yeah, he's going with it. But no, he's been a huge inspiration, and I like his attitude. He's very kind of, as you can imagine, he's a fell runner. He's kind of pretty. I don't know. He's just a classic runner. I can't explain it.
What does he think about you and Salomon and flying across the world to do golden trails and stuff like that when he's such a hardcore fell runner?
Well, I'd say, he was obviously proud, I hope. And I think we kind of have a joke about, like, I guess because I'm like, I don't know, I find it's very different. Or when I got introduced into trail running, it's very different. Like, if you know fell running, it's like the most humble, like, grassroots sport ever. And trail running is, especially now, it is slightly different. And I think when I told him about the Salomon thing, he was probably a bit like, obviously probably happy. He was definitely happy. But I think it was kind of funny, kind of like, oh, look where you're going now. You're begging for them. But yeah, no, I think he was pretty happy. But then with my other inspiration was my mum as well. Like, again, she's a ex-professional, like, mountain biker, cyclist, cross.
Decent genes then.
Decent genes, yeah. My brother technically got better genes, but he's just, don't know what he's doing now. He just works in Leeds, so plays badminton a bit. So yeah, no, he was actually he was good as well. He competed at like Europeans and stuff when he was at his under 20 prime. But yeah, so they're just my inspirations, really. And then, to be honest, like, even though I was already in the sport, my friends and just having my community kind of just keeps you in it and keeps you going. And like you said, like, going on trips with them, which I'm so lucky to spend most of my summers, especially for the past 3 years, just basically on holiday. Even though we were discussing this earlier, actually, it doesn't feel like a holiday, even though it should be, because you've got a taper and then you can't actually go up the peaks and all that sort of stuff. But I'm basically on holiday for, like, it feels like 2-3 months of the year racing. So I can't complain.
I know you're relatively young still, and you've been in the sport a long time. As a junior, you've seen it with your dad growing up. How do you feel the sport of trail running has changed over the last few years? Because it has, hasn't it? It's in a real moment. Have you noticed a big change?
Yeah, it's definitely, the funding is ridiculous. Again, fell running, no funding, which is, I'm not surprised, because you do pay like £2 to enter. Actually, no, it's going up though. Anyways, but there's a lot more funding, which I think is pretty cool, because it means there's more races. Oh my God.
I'll just fill in. When you say funding, you mean like sponsorship?
Sponsorships, yeah. Sorry, there's a lot more money just going into the sport. Sponsors.
Yeah, more teams investing.
Yeah. And you do see it. You see it in the quality of the races, I think. You see it in team selection. Touchy topic. Team selections. But you do get more, I don't know, it just makes it more accessible for people. There obviously is an aspect of it is expensive. I'm very lucky in the position I'm in that you do get opportunities through Salomon. But it just seems like there's just more going on. And it's nice. It is nice. You do feel like you're missing out, but it's nice to have a race opportunity probably every week. You could do a race, which is quite cool. And I like racing, so I like that. And I like just hopping from races to races, basically.
With the race that you won previously here, I know you've come back, you're going to race again tomorrow, but again, I already know the answer, we do, but tell us the difference in prize money, so...
I could be, I can't remember, somebody might have to correct me, but I can't remember there being prize money last time in terms of you cross a line, top 3, and you automatically win that money. I don't remember if there was. I don't think there was. But this time, first place is £1,000, second 500, third 250. And to me, that's like, it's not quite a Pete Bland voucher. I can tell you that. Like, it's really not.
Do we think we need to invoice Theo from Love Trails?
Yeah, definitely.
For 2024, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, no, that's the prize money's insane. As in, even the last week Marathon de Mont Blanc, some of the prize money that people were winning, I was like, and our race happened to conveniently not have any top 10 prizes, just top 3, but that's a different.
That's a shame.
So that's a wound.
Just talking about Marathon de Mont Blanc, do you feel like with the changes that have happened in trail running, the sponsorship, there's more races, probably a bigger influx into the sport, people coming from different sports perhaps? Talking about Tove Alexanderson as an example, she's not even really technically a trail runner. She's come in from many different sports. Yeah, great sport, by the way. Do you feel like the level has upped a few notches?
Annoyingly, yeah. Basically, you kind of see, it kind of scares you when you see a name that you recognise on the entry list. You're like that, because you know all the British trail runners. Like you know who you're competing against. And when I see a name that I'm like, they're a cross country runner, they're a road runner, I'm like, oh no, like that's not going to be good, because it really has opened up a lot in who's turning up to the race, especially even like trial races and stuff, which. It's scary, but it's so good. I love it. It makes the quality, like it's quite nice to know that even if you don't get on a team or something, you're competing in the British mountain running, trail running space, which is one of the best in the world. Like it's ridiculous at the moment. And I do think the people coming from different disciplines like track, road, maybe not track, road, cross country, it's really changing the space, which is quite cool.
It's probably attracting more runners now, isn't it?
Yeah,
and just on the level, like the level just in British athletics has definitely gone up a notch, hasn't it? We're seeing more people on the podium, like Naomi Langs of the world, yourself, Holly Wotton. She's in the house somewhere, the Wood Dog, where are you? There we go. Another fantastic runner. Well done for last week, Holly. So yeah, I think the level of British athletics has gone up a few notches as well, isn't it? Which is great to see. And it's nice when you're watching these races to see homegrown talent performing on that world stage.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing about specifically, it's probably the same in most places, but like, especially the UK, I think because I've been in it for quite a long time and I've grown up with a lot of these people, it's so cool to see like people like, well, Matt, wherever he is, grown up with him, trail running, and he's like one of the best in the world, probably. Europe, but definitely.
No, he's incredible.
He's world class, and it's like, it's so nice to see that just kind of developing and getting better and stronger, and everyone's getting better.
Yeah.
Which is...
There's going to be no one left to work at Kong at this rate, is there?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was Jacob
Everyone's out in Chamonix or somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a secret. Work at Kong. Be an international mountain runner. Jacob Adkin was there before, wasn't he?
Exactly, yeah. I took his website job as well.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah, so it's what you need to do.
I'm applying on Monday. Not sure what sports shoes have to say about that. Don't need to give it up. Moment's gone, hasn't it? Moment's passed. I was very disappointed, by the way, when I asked you about your highlights and your biggest achievements. You didn't mention one achievement. Do you want to mention it now? Nudge.
It was pretty big, actually. It was
pretty big. It's massive.
It was huge. 2 years ago, it was the Beer Mile Relay Champs here. It was a pretty insane moment.
Say the biggest field that I can remember. To be honest, standard, off the scale.
I'm joking, but I'm also kind of not. Like, it actually was like a really, really,
this is good. Keep bigging it up. Go on.
Really good atmosphere, and it was myself, Ben,
glad you got that. Yeah.
Caleb Nonable, shout out, Abby Howarth.
Yeah. Formerly Pairs. Yeah.
Formerly Pairs, yes. Yeah. And it was a really good team, to be fair. And I was fresh out of uni, so I was pretty on top of my game, but I'm looking forward to it this year. That's all I can say.
To say I got carried in that race is an understatement. I mean, I was part of it and I enjoyed the moment of winning, but I certainly didn't contribute much to that. I think I was worse at the drinking, which says it all, doesn't it? Yeah. But that was a special moment. So we're putting that number one, aren't we, for the highlights?
And I do find it funny, and I do mention this sometimes, is the prize for winning was free tickets to next year's entry. And because, again, especially me and Caleb, we'd come with Salomon. So it was like kind of like a bit like, oh, we just came. We didn't realise the value of that. Second place was what, £70 bar tab? I think it was. Something like that. And me and Caleb were like, oh, Ben and I, like, we were like, please, do you want to swap it? Please, can we swap it? Like, and then we gave it to the team that came second and they were like, you what? Like, why are you giving that away? And we were like, oh, it's a £70 bar tab. Like, you realise how many drinks you can get with that. And they were like, okay. So we're just like giving away free entries for the next year. So I hope if anyone got that, I hope they enjoyed it.
Salomon were not happy with it. No. Betty nearly got dropped, but she did spend £70 on a beer tab, which was good. And you made the most of it as well.
Made the most of it.
Yeah, not only won the race, but you were the last one standing.
The last one standing.
You were all out.
I do remember the Salomon, we had some shoe designers. I don't know if you remember, they came from Annecy. I didn't realise who they were for a good bit. And they were like, we had like a massive tyre. And I was like, hey, get in the tyre. So we were like rolling down the tyre and I was getting them to push me down it. And then I think Dom maybe was like kind of introduced me to who they were. Oh.
Yeah, she just won the race.
Yeah. maybe not the best people to do that with, but it was such good fun.
Is anybody racing tomorrow? Is anybody doing the race that Betty did? No. Oh, yes, at the back. Any tips for anybody?
Don't set off too fast because it's actually quite deceiving. It's kind of downhill. What I can remember, I think, is downhill. Yeah, you kind of like go up the field and then onto the road and you're descending for a little bit and then you've got to climb and it's relentless because the race is just like that and it is quite far. What is it, like 27K?
It is a really tough race, isn't it?
And it's really fast.
Just a beer race?
No, we switch now. This is, that's tough as well. Yeah.
That's an uphill start.
That's tough in a different way, isn't it?
But no, it's really like undulating. And because it's not that hilly-ish.
You've got to really run, haven't you?
You've got to run fast, which is I don't want to say there's no power hiking because it's not true. But to me, I felt it was a very runnable course, which means that I find them just harder because you are just having to push all the way. So, which is kind of hard work. And
it's going to be hot tomorrow, isn't it, as well, I guess?
I haven't even looked at the weather, to be honest. I don't want to know.
No,
it won't be any worse than last week.
True. I mean, just going back to that race, when you won it, I came down with my girlfriend, Kirsty, who was in the audience, and I'd said to her, I've entered you for a race. I actually thought I'd entered her for the 5K. So she got on the start line thinking it was a 5K and then had to run 16 miles. Gary, she was not happy. She's only just started speaking to me again. But so, yeah, I mean, this is about the level of my organisation right there. And Kirsty will nod at that one, definitely.
You take responsibility for that, or that's somehow Kirsty's fault?
Have you seen that meme where Homer Simpson just disappears into the bushes? When the moment of realisation, I just disappeared into the bushes and went off and hid for a while. She was not happy. But it is a great race. But yeah, I mean, you don't set off too fast anyway, do you? Like, you're quite measured in your approach.
I just think I can't. Like, I've tried to, and I just can't. And I think my coach would be quite happy to hear that probably because he just keeps saying that. But shout out DC. Should be here somewhere, don't know. But yeah, he would probably be happy to know that I can't set off fast anyway because it does help. But yeah, it's just not worth it either. I really don't think it's worth it because 16 miles, it does not, you could do 10 miles rapid. Yeah. It doesn't matter because you've still got like 6 miles left. So it literally,
And if you had to choose one this weekend to win, is it tomorrow or the beer mile?
Beer mile.
There you go.
Yeah.
Put it on a pedestal. I didn't mention, I was second this morning at a race as well. Just want to get that one in.
Didn't mention. I hadn't even got out of the car.
Straight in the bio. Yeah, it was, well, you know. So...
It was the race to the showers with Gilly, that's what it was.
That's what it was, straight there, yeah. I just wanted to get sweaty so I could get Gilly's premium pass, premium shower. I know you said you like the fun element of trail running. What are some of the other races that you've done that are more experiential than performance? Because you've done a few. You've done a few that I've entered you in as well.
Yeah. I was thinking, what have you entered me in? Quid Games.
Oh, thanks for the mention.
Yeah. Shout out.
Do you love how I'm segueing this in smooth? I'm like a DJ mixing in tracks here, yeah.
You're like, I'm not paid to do this, by the way. Yeah, no, to be fair, the Quid Games, because I wouldn't do that. Like, they're purely, like, experience for me. Because I did fun fact, it's not fun at all. I did, like, orienteering for a little bit when I was, like, Diddy. And then stopped doing it, went to fell running. And so I get orienteering and I do like it. And I've done a couple of like, in Keswick, they have the like rocket leagues and stuff, the urban orienteering, and they're really fun. And I've done a few other ones, but the Quid Games they are genuinely really fun, because did one when was it? It was in the winter in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just moved up to Edinburgh in October or something, saw the Quid Games, and then spoke to you, and you were like, wow, enter you for it. It was genuinely probably one of the most fun races I've ever done. And it was funny because I was like, I thought I wore this fun shirt because I thought it was meant to be fun, genuinely, and turned up onto the start line, and there was half the people wearing GB orienteering kit. I was like, what is that about? Finley Top, turning up, all of these sort of people.
Did I forget to mention that one?
Yeah, shout out. And it was just...
It is funny how everyone gets very serious really quick before the start of that race.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, it was all fun, and then they just like that, and they're opening their maps and looking at them. I was like, I can read a map, but not very well. The only reason I knew I was going is because I know Edinburgh, and I saw it was the £200 Sports Shoes voucher. So I knew where that was. It was Parliament.
You saw the money, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I saw the money. And it was the Parliament building. Some wasp on me. And I was like, oh, I know a good way. There's a mosque, you can cut through it. And I was like, nobody's going to know that, surely. Even though 100% of the people there live in Edinburgh. So I was like, oh, I know this. And I was sprinting down, got onto the Royal Mile, and was it a Friday night or something? It was a Friday night. Down the Royal Mile is not a place you want to be. It was so busy. And I was in this shirt, sprinting down with my head torch on, and we saw it. I could see the prize, and I don't know who was it might have been Harris was stood there or somebody. I recognised him. And I was like, oh my God. And then this girl cuts out in front, back of her top, GB orienteering, I can't say. And it was literally a dive to this medal, and she just got it, and I just stood there for a minute, and I was like, oh, should I just give up? And I was like, oh no, carry on. And then I spent about 30 minutes running up and down, Waverley Station, the bridge over it. I didn't realise that the map actually didn't go to the other side of the bridge. I thought I was looking for this checkpoint on the other side of the bridge for ages. I couldn't find it, and it was pretty horrific, and it was so busy, but it was also really fun. So I did enjoy it. And I remember getting into the finish, and I didn't realise that there was a checkpoint on the other side. I was shouting at you. I was like, Ben. I was like, where's the checkpoint? And you were like, were you finished? I was like, no, I need another checkpoint. He was like, oh yeah, it's on the other side. And I was like, I swear I was 2 minutes to the deadline or something like that, about to get all my points taken away from me. I was like, yeah, it was good fun though.
Yeah, it's orienteering with a spin, isn't it? It's
massive spin. Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, I don't want to give the game away too much, but check out the Sports Shoes website. Go on and search for Quid Games, and you'll see when the next one's going to be. Yeah. But they're really fun races to do.
The Keswick one was really fun. Yeah. I think again because I know Keswick, although you did lie to me, straight up to my face. It doesn't
sound like me, that. Doesn't sound like me.
Literally to my face 20 minutes before the race, I saw a massive banner on top of Latrig. Is there a checkpoint up there, Ben? No, I wouldn't do that to you. Okay, cool. Open the map. Massive checkpoint on Latrig. I was like, it's ridiculous. And it was a pretty cool prize as well.
There you go. Are you glad you went for it now?
Well, I didn't go for that one. I was straight to Kong.
And we talked about the way that trail running is changing. Do you feel like now there are more races that are different? And do you feel like organisers have to do something with a bit of a twist as opposed to just a regular race? Yeah,
I think so. I think people are more interested in that. I think the people want the trail running experience. But things like this, I honestly, before a couple of years ago, didn't know sort of this thing existed. I assumed it might, but I'd never seen it. And I think people like that and they want it, and it is fun because you're just with like-minded people for a weekend or these races. They're very quirky. Another one I like, and I did one of them, me and Chelsea did them actually, it was when the Salomon shop opened in London. It's the first time I'd done an unsanctioned athletics. And I think, is there one here this weekend? Or, yeah, maybe. Yeah, but stuff like that is really fun because to me that's a play on orienteering as well. I don't know if that's...
No, definitely. Yeah, no, it is a form of orienteering. And the Tenzing one this morning that I finished second in, I don't know if I mentioned that. That was orienteering as well. So yeah. Great sport.
But stuff like that is really... I don't know, it's so fun. And I do think it's definitely a niche. Obviously, you got your purists, probably my dad and stuff like that, who like fell running, that's it.
Do you think you'd do a Quid Games?
He doesn't speak like that at all either.
Can we get him to the next one?
To be fair, probably, if there's a V60 prize, and if it's £1,000 for V60, I'll be here. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of room for all these like fun races. And I think intertwining them with other events like the music and all that sort of stuff, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think we're running close to the time now, but I'm just going to open up a few questions. We usually finish with the podcast with either a top 5 or sometimes do episodes ChatGPT, which is Gary Ben Trails. It's a play on ChatGPT. I came up with that. I work in marketing. Has anyone got any questions for Betty? Yes, at the front.
Did a trail run last night. That's the first one, the midnight one. We got lost, totally got lost. Ended up like in some farmer's place. I don't know how many fences I had to climb up. And I realized I'm a bad climber. Even though I come from Nepal, I should have in my gene. And I'm doing the 27K tomorrow, and I'm scared like I'm going to get lost again. Any advice?
Glad you're asking Betty and not Ben, that's all I can say.
I was going to say, do you want me to say this? Obviously not. Go on, Betty.
No, I don't think you should get lost. From what I remember last time, it was very well marked. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it was. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with. There was one of them was like there was a bit of like it wasn't well marked. No, this one was well marked, and I do think it's very like it's not out and back, but you know it's kind of like you kind of join. You like lollipop quite a lot. You join the route, so I almost don't think there's any I wouldn't be worried about getting lost, and also. There's a lot of people around. I do think that people know you're out on the course anyway. I'd probably just say stick to sort of marked. I would maybe take even, like if you are concerned, take your like race pack, race belt, whatever, just take your phone with you. And maybe if you can like download the map beforehand on your watch, if you can, my watch can't do that, but if you can.
And if in any doubt, retrace your steps until you see someone.
We did that yesterday, but just following the wrong crowd, so there is...
Well, take a note of everyone's numbers, as in what numbers they're wearing, and just follow them. That'll probably be my advice. Yeah.
Some good tips there. Thanks, Betty. At the back, yes?
Hi. What's your bucket list race?
Oh, that's actually a really good question, because I think about this so much, because I feel like I don't actually have one. I think the first thing that came to my mind was, and you'll love this, is Tre Refugi. But
have you not done it yet?
Well, no, we did it, but the course got changed.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah. So there's basically this relay race in Italy. It's a 3-leg relay, and it's really cool. It's Tre Refugi, like 3 refugios, and it's an uphill leg, a via ferrata leg, and then a downhill leg in like. Was it Fornio Volci, like the middle of nowhere? Like it's a really small, like... So
the edge of the Dolomites, isn't it, in Italy?
It's really like remote. It's kind of a pain to get to, actually. But I think you must have like implanted this in my head, because I've known about this race for ages, but like never done it. And then a couple of years ago, we went out and did it, and bad weather, the route got changed. So we didn't actually get to do like because I was on leg 2, so I was on like the Via Ferrata, which would have been so much fun. But yeah, I want to go back and do that. So that one. And I'd recommend if anyone gets the opportunity to do that, you should do it. Yeah.
And also, it's worth mentioning, a lot of these races Betty's been talking about, you don't have to be an elite to do them as well. No. You can enter. Yeah. Anybody can enter. And with that particular one, you can enter a team. You need a team of 3, don't you?
Yeah, that one was really fun because, like, I think with those, because it's in Italy, they don't really know. It's not, you don't have to be like all official. So like, me and my friends, we all wore like North of England, but like the North of England did not fund that. They would have probably been angry if we'd like shown up in them. And like people have like Harry Bolton had his Bolton's Wanderers, and like it's really like just unofficial fun, and it's such a good like holiday. That's another excuse for a holiday. Yeah, probably that one.
That's Tre Refugi. Yeah. Any more questions before we finish? I think we've just got time, haven't we? Is that it? We need to kill it for the next one.
I have a question. It sounds like you're on the go all the time. What does your kind of rest, recovery, fueling strategy look like, if you have one?
To be honest, like rest, I feel like it sounds stupid, but I feel like I don't have to do much like resting, as in, rest days, all that sort of stuff, because I don't do much hard stuff, I don't think. I do a decent amount of volume, but like most of my stuff is easy. As in an average week, 2 sessions, which will be hard, the rest of it's easy running. So it never really feels like, there'll be once in a while, you might need a rest day, but it never feels like it need that sort of thing. So almost in recovery, I think your easy runs are almost your best recovery, which is what they're there for, like taking them easy. And then fueling, I just like food. I just think it's the classic. Like, I think people overcomplicate it, like seriously overcomplicate it. And like, it's interesting. At the moment, I'm studying a nutrition thing, which I find interesting, but it also makes you realize how overcomplicated it is. So my advice is just like, eat enough quality food, fuel within the 20-minute window, and fuel while you're doing long runs. And
what would be your favourite coffee shop order?
Coffee shop order? Flat white with oat milk if Ben works in a specialty coffee shop in Edinburgh, so free coffee when I go in. So I'll go oat milk because it's more expensive.
Value for money.
Value for money.
With a pastry?
I'm not massive pastry fan. Oh, sounds illegal to say that as a runner. But if I were to pick one, I do like, I don't know what they're called. What are they called? They're like a bit custardy.
Donut?
No. I like the...
It's like Spa, mate.
I only deal in yellow stickers if anybody listens to the podcast. So,
I love a yellow sticker.
I do as well, yeah.
I don't know. Sorry,
Matt is here now.
We were talking about, this is a really quick question. This is a good question for you, actually.
Yeah, ask away.
So, triathlon. If you had to have a triathlon, which all the events were your best, things you're best at. So, for example, mine would be, I do a run, I do Irish dancing, and I do a yellow sticker hunt in a shop. Like, you have 10 minutes, best value and most yellow stickers. What would yours be?
Well, yellow stickers, straight off the bat.
Selling unvinted, buying unvinted, and yellow stickers. That's what it is.
Gary knows me well. That's it. He's taken the words out of my mouth. Yeah. Correct. Have we got to end there? Sorry, somebody else is coming on stage next, I think, aren't they? So we'll end it there. But Gary, do you want to say a few words to finish off with?
No, just thanks to Betty for coming on and chatting to us, making it easy for me and Ben. And we'll hopefully see you all at the weekend. We've got another talk later on, around 3-ish, on how to make trail running easy. Not sure where that is. You'll have to look it up.
And then if you've got time later, we could go to the local spa and see if we can find any yellow stickers maybe as well.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
yellow sticker relay on this afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
That should be on the schedule.
I'll be all in for that, yeah. Supermarket sweep style.
Yeah. There we go.
So thanks again. Thanks for listening. Thanks for staying. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, RUNcensored, and also the Instagram channel as well. Give us a follow. Likes for likes. Thanks a lot. Cheers.